Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we're going to have a go at the latest weekly challenge, which is a race attack at the Eagles Peak Motorpark. Racing round in the reverse direction, so that's anti-clockwise. We're going to be racing in the Rocket RX. I'm just going to use automatic gears and tuning settings of 3, 3, 4, 1. Time to beat is 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So 3 laps around here and need to complete it in less than 3 minutes and 5 seconds to get the gold trophy. Going to send it up the inside to start with, hopefully looking to run off one of these cars up the inside. We can aim for these two here, can we? Just caught the third one, spun the second one round, and I'm going to go down the side of the ramps as often as I possibly can, save a little bit of time. Can we cut back underneath the leader here? Yeah, up into a very early lead then. That's not a bad start. Okay, onto this straight then. I'm going to head over towards the right to avoid the worst of the bumps. It's slightly quicker avoiding the jumps rather than going over the top of them. Now cutting tight left. So 3 laps around here. First lap, I'm looking for a lap time of around a minute, something like that. And then obviously the second 2 laps should be a little bit quicker. So if we can do them in around about 55 seconds, something like that, that should bring us in a pretty good decent overall time and get us a gold trophy and be well underneath that 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Good first lap then. Onto the second lap, and this is where the fun can start. Of course, as the pack spreads out, there's a high chance that you're going to meet cars on some of the crossovers. Now it just depends on how quick you drive in, how many crashes the other cars have, but it tends for me to be that coming up to the top of this hill now, as you can see all those cars going across, this is the first time where there's a high chance of meeting another car. We can just slot in behind that one, that's not too bad. But then as we come on this next corner, those same cars are going to be cutting across the front of us. Have we got a gap? Yes we have. We've done quite well, and again running down to here, at least you get a good view here. I'm just going to have to change my line in very slightly, but that's okay. Okay, start of the third lap then, and again there's going to be a lot of cars to avoid. Normally on this crossover here there's cars coming across. There's a couple here. Have we got a gap? Yes we have. We've been pretty lucky. Nice and clear. We've got a good view of the cars ahead, and I think we've got another gap here. So it's about just putting in 3 clean consistent laps if possible. Trying not to get held up. Of course, if you've got to brake to avoid the crash, then that's what you've got to do, and you're better to do that than try and brave it. Oh, this is going to be close. We've just nipped in front of that car. Had to swing it right across the inside to avoid contact, and now we've got 3 cars coming across us. Are we going to be in behind? Yeah, we can just hesitate. I actually clipped that one. I just lifted off the accelerator, thought it'd be enough. Actually clipped their back end, didn't really affect us in any way, and we are going to be across for a final time of 2 minutes and 51 seconds, .257. So good enough for the gold trophy. Best of luck for all your attempts on this weekly challenge then. Hope you managed to set some really good times. Watch out for the online racing video that will be out as always on Friday. This one is called Brutal Action, involves special vehicles and is really chaotic. See you soon.